So I recently set up my own business called Talentstorm, and Talentstorm is all about helping develop people and develop organisations. Before I started Talentstorm, I used to work for Aster as their Learning and Development Director, and there I looked after a team of 1,400 people, making sure they had the right skills to do their jobs, and that was a remote workforce spread over many counties. So we had a very traditional performance management system that was paper-based, and it would be annual or 6 monthly, and it just felt really out of date. So it wasn't flexible, people couldn't revisit the information very easily, and if objectives would change over the course of the year, as they always do, then it wasn't really fit for purpose. So there were quite strong drivers there for change, and we really wanted something more fluid. And also, I think employees expect something so much more. We live in a world where we have smartphones, we have instant messaging, we have information at our fingertips, but then our appraisal system was annual, and you had to delve into your old computer files to find the record. So there was a complete mismatch. So that's why we wanted to change. So in a new system, we really wanted something that was intuitive for people to use and effortless, so that it was easy for them to use it, so they're more likely to want to engage. So our results 1 year on, after introducing Appraisd, we found that 88% of employees were using Appraisd for their one-to-ones, and that was fantastic because we hadn't made them do that. We'd literally just said, here's a tool, you can use it if you want to. So we were really happy with that. We also found that we'd collected 120,000 individual comments, which was really good information that we could use on things like training needs. There were 10,000 individual check-ins, so we knew that people were using it regularly. So we were really encouraged and excited by those results. In terms of working with Appraisd, it was an absolute delight. It was a true collaborative process. We had lots of requests, they made lots of modifications during the pilot phase, and nothing was too much trouble. They were really responsive and really quick, and they understood sometimes when we had quite complex needs and we wanted to use the system in a different way to how it had been used before, and they're always willing to try things and suggest things so that we could get the result that we needed. So my tips for any organisation that want to implement a check-in process and move away from the annual appraisal, I would say engage with your senior stakeholders really early and make sure they understand the bigger picture, make sure they understand what's going on in the world and how workplaces are changing, and employee engagement is so much more important, and this is a really great way of driving that. So that's the first thing. The second thing I would say is to always do a pilot, because it's win-win. You've got nothing to lose, and you can get really good engagement and really good insight from the business on how you take it forward. And the third thing would be to keep an open mind. I think it's always too easy to want to know what the end solution is going to look like, and you kind of have to step back and be brave and say, well, let's just try the pilot, let's try something and see what comes out, and genuinely have an open mind.